I just analyze all of these pairs and I'm gonna tell you exactly which ones I'm gonna be looking for this next week. First one is gonna be Euro USD. As you guys can see, we had a massive movement towards the end of the week due to the news on the US. You probably know already. So this one's gonna be a week with a lot of. I'm gonna be watching, observing more than trading. I think I want to see how the market is gonna be reacting. I know a lot of presidents from other countries want to negotiate with Trump, so I'm gonna be looking out for that. However, Euro USD weekly time frame, we are bullish. We left all this week that we may be feeling. Now, daily, we see this big impulse and we have a retracement to this last previous structure point. We also have the psychological number and we are on a support and resistance area as well, as you can see on the weekly and on the daily as well. Okay, basically, for hour, if you go, we are bearish and the EMA is all the way down here. And if we go to the 1 hour, we see that we have the EMA closer to the area that I want to trade in. Now I'm going to be looking what happens maybe on the first daily candlestick, and maybe after that I'm going to be settling a trade or maybe just having in mind what I want price to do in order for me to take a trade, but I want to observe first. Now, I think this is basically the best trade that we have for the week out of today, out of the weekend, out of seeing the market before open, because most of the trades, for example, this one's going to be very similar. Euro GBP, we see that we have this massive movement daily all the way down here, up here, and we have a last previous structure point over here on our area, as you can see, support and resistance. And on the weekly, I think is support and resistance as well. Yes, the EMA is very close here. Maybe we can reject this EMA with a wick daily. Okay, last previous point here. We have the psychological number here as well. And on the 4 hour, it's all the way down here. The last previous point. EMA it's all the way down here as well. And the 1 hour is closer to this area. So I'm gonna be looking for price to come all the way down here, observing a lot of observing and then reacting to whatever the market gives me. CAD JPY, if we go to the weekly, we didn't create a new lower low, but we are still bearish. Daily, we are bearish. We kind of have here a head and shoulder pattern. Look. So basically, I'm going to be waiting for a rejection of the last previous structure point right here on the daily. On the weekly, it's all the way up here. And the 4 hour close kind of choppy, not very clear. So I want to see how we open and I want to see the price action. I want to see the candles that we create with the price action on the next day to see maybe to have any clues of what the market wants to do. But that's basically it. There's nothing else. The EMA on the 1 hour, it's very close already. On the 2 hour, but the 4 hour, it's close here. So I'm going to be waiting for us to visit this zone, see what happens. And if we have a rejection of this zone, the EMA and the daily previous structure point here, maybe I'll take a trade. USD JPY. Bearish, we did create a new lower low on this one. If we go to the daily, we have for last previous structure point all the way up here with the EMA and the support and resistance. But on the 4 hour, we have the EMA closer to this one. So I want to see what happens. I want to see price coming here and giving me signs that it's going to go bearish. I don't know if it's going to be from here or from this one, or from one of those two. Or maybe we are just gonna reject this point and keep going bearish. I don't know. But I mean, I'm gonna be looking for these two zones. Is there something more? Something else? I don't think so. I don't see anything. So no. GBP USD. This one's tricky. Look how we close this week. We left all of this week here. Are we gonna feel it this next week? I don't know. If we go to the daily, we are bearish. So if we wanna feel this week, but we are bearish on the daily, I don't know. We're bullish on the weekly, bearish on the daily, and bearish on the 4-hour. Last previous structure point here. Last previous structure point here. If you want to call this a head and shoulder pattern, maybe you can. But it doesn't convince me at all. Daily 4-hour now. Yeah, make closer. I like that. 1 hour. Not convincing at all. Especially after all of this price action here. Not moving too much. EuroCAD. This is the last one. We don't have anything else as for today. Maybe if I find new opportunities arising when we open the week, maybe I'll make another video with more clear pairs, because I feel like these are shitty ones. I mean, nothing is clear as of now, so that's what I'm trying to say. EuroCAD, bullish. Daily, I love that the daily stopped here. Like, maybe we are respecting this area. Last previous structure point here on the daily. Same as CAD JPY, a lot of choppy movements before closing. Okay, I do not like that at all. But I do see the EMA here. So maybe I'll be waiting for a rejection of this zone and to take a trade here on this zone right here. If we go to the 4-hour, support and resistance, clearly I already took a trade here. So maybe, if we switch bearish, or last previous structure point will be here. And we have a psychological number here. Right here. So, interesting. Daily, okay. For sure, I have an alert here. If price breaks through this point on the 4-hour, and we have a reaction from here on the daily, I'll take that trade. Yeah, I like that. But if we go to the other pairs, to be honest, there's nothing more. On the weekly, this doesn't do it for me. Daily, pullback and rejection, maybe. 4-hour, pretty much the same. Even AUD and NCD. What can I do here? Pullback and rejection. Keep rejecting this point. I don't know. Let's see. If we do create a structure like this, and then we switch bullish, but we don't have the AMA here, but we reject this point here. We can be rejecting this on the weekly time frame, and this on the daily, and maybe something on the 4-hour. But if not, yeah, I think it's like forcing a trade compared to the other ones. But you see, there's nothing much to say this week. But I will be uploading a video soon about how I think I was able to manage good trades on the end of Q1. I hope you guys have a good luck on this Q2. A lot of patience, a lot of mind games. It's time to be brave into these markets. It's not easy, but hey, we just gotta keep pushing through. See you guys on the next video.